Sometimes the breath of a mountain is quieter than the soul of a nation. Snow does not only cover the earth, it covers memories. Hike on these peaks wrapped in mist and cold. Life has remained unchanged for centuries. Today, these lands look like a tiny dot on the map of Europe, but for hundreds of years they carried the legacy of mountain clans who lived by their own laws. The clans disappeared, the forest went silent, but the bread remained. The mountains bread. That bread carried a special kind of silence, not born from fear, but from understanding. In the eyes of the mountain people, a raised voice was a sign of losing control, while today's world shouts to be heard, they whispered to be understood. There was once a simple rule in these mountains: no house rises above another, no one ruled over anyone. Strength wasn't measured by noise, but by presence. In modern cities, people search for their identity on the internet, but here, no one began the day without knowing exactly who they were. Roots weren't drawn on borders, they were spoken around the fire. At night, three things were spoken: what happened, what was learned, and what remained unspoken. Today's world hates the unspoken. Everything must be explained. But the mountain people knew every thread carries a weight. Against the speed of the outside world, the mountain people lived in their own rhythm. They spoke little, consumed little, showed little, but understood much, listened deeply, and felt intensely. Maybe that is why, in this cold land, the warmest place was this, the wisdom hidden inside silence. When the door of a clan house opened, the world inside changed completely. Outside, the blizzard raged, but inside, the fire wrought calmness onto people's faces. The eldest always sat closest to the fire, because they were the guardian of memory. Today, memory is stored in digital archives, but here, memory lived inside people. Around the fire, three kinds of stories were told. First, who are we? The clan's origin, battles, honor. Each story was a compass. Second, what do we protect? Their home, their animals, their silence, their traditions. The modern world has lost silence more than anything else. Third, what has changed? Change was the greatest tension for the mountain people. Anything that disturbed order was called the wind from outside. But today, the wind that disrupts us often blows from within. The battles the clans fought against external dangers, we now fight them inside our own minds. As the night deepened, the fire grew, and with it the shadows on the walls began to move. Each shadow reminded someone of a story. Each spark carried a lesson. To an outsider, their way of life might seem simple, but within that simplicity lay a forgotten balance. Maybe that is why today people are desperately trying to rediscover simplicity, something the mountain people never lost. Today's world is full of contradictions. We shout more, yet understand less. We speak more, yet listen less. We move faster, yet with no real direction. The mountain people feared speed, because speed is the enemy of thought. It weakens the roots. For the clans, the true challenge was never just living together. It was remaining in harmony. Because they knew the destiny of a community is written by the way they look at one another. In modern society, technology is powerful, but human connection is fragile. The warmth inside the clan house, no screen can ever replicate that. The orange glow of the fire gave people a sense of presence, a feeling of I am here. Perhaps the greatest irony today is that what we now sell as minimalist living was simply the life the clans lived for centuries. For them, happiness was not about having many things, but finding peace with few. And the mountain's bread reminds us of this balance. Consume less, shout less, rush less. Live more, feel deeper, breathe slower. The mountain says, what destroys a society is not snow, but noise. Where there is no silence, there can be no thought. Where there is no balance, there can be no justice. Life in the clans was not easy. It was harsh, cold, demanding, but it was consistent. In today's world, people change their minds in a single day. One comment, one reaction, one trend. And minds are blown around like leaves in the wind. The mountain clans feared speed, because speed cuts the roots. An elder once said, whoever has no roots will be carried away by the wind. And today, many societies, many families, many individuals are being swept away by this invisible wind. But the mountain whispers to us, who hears their own breath finds their path. The mountain breathes, the forest breathes, humans breathe, but most importantly, the past still breathes. This story is only the beginning.